So check 1, 2. That's interesting. Okay. I need to share the stream. How do I share? Here we go. Oops. Link. Paste. All right. Let's watch it. I have to turn the. Let's do 1080.
I'm also going to point to the organization.
This is a very young team, and I feel like them winning the Super Bowl, it was like this sense of entitlement, like, oh, this is what we're going to do. We won, I won early, and now all of a sudden we expected them to just take the next step. Well, defensively, the young unit, they did, but offensively, they have absolutely regressed.
The Kansas City Chiefs are done. Let me say it right now. Let's just call it what it is, okay? They're awful.
People don't fear them anymore because that offense leaves a lot not to be fearful of.
Kansas City found the light switch, and they started flipping it to see if it goes up.
This whole
They
sequence
found
right here is crazy.
a switch.
Thinking back at everything that happened this year, all the doubt, all the issues, the mistakes, this team's not good enough to get to a Super Bowl. You can't play like this. You can't get there. This is not the year. They're the most vulnerable ever. All that didn't matter. It didn't matter.
The Chiefs all year long
So they
were
just did a
told
one, like,
what was wrong with them,
a one
and
take.
yet once again find themselves in the same place they found themselves every year. So how did they do it? By following their exact gosh darn plan that everyone questioned, despite the fact that they won the Super Bowl last year.
You have to be callous throughout the year and understand that there's going to be highs and lows. I think a lot of players would tell you that when you grow through hard times and the good times are easy and anybody can make it.
They have maybe a China ball on top. I can't tell what light that is. There's a little light in his eye. I can't tell what that is. So definitely got something overhead, but they got something hidden this way too. And then they got the using a Fresnel or something in the back.
To be callous throughout the year and understand that there's going to be highs and lows. I think a lot of players would tell.
Unless the China ball is just doing all of it.
That when you grow through hard times and the good times are easy and anybody can make it through those, but when things get a little bit hard or difficult, how do you stick together?
Anytime you have to overcome adversity, you know, it can either divide or it can bring guys together and bring a team together. And I think, you know, around here with the leadership that we have, guys have been in this situation, they've been down, guys just rally around each other and just go week to week. You know, we know that all of our goals are still ahead of us. Taking the opportunities that are presented and staying together as a team and just going to work.
For coaches, eliminating distractions is pretty easy. We're in these walls and we kind of get in our cave and you're kind of locked in. It's challenging for the players because they leave at the end of the day and they're around all of the talk and all of the noise.
People can reveal their character in a lot of different ways, and when you go through some tough times, or if you lose a game or two, how do you respond? Do you change? Do you act the same? Are you different? When you have great high character people, it gets you through those times. And so again, this was a season where we had a couple wins and a couple games offensively that we're just not used to. We got to be able to say, hey, listen, let's pull together, let's stick together and see what happens.
If Miami had only been able to put one more touchdown on the board while they were settling for Harrison Butker field goals in the negative 20-degree feels-like temperature, this thing would have been a little bit more tight. And I know Buffalo's like, bring 'em. Okay.
If we learned anything this year is that we learned how to win as a team. And if we couldn't get it going on offense, our defense picked it up and our special teams. And we've learned how to work together. It has to come together in the playoffs because all teams are great.
And the narrative of this game was Josh Allen and the Bills would finally exorcise their demons against the Chiefs, who they'd never beaten in the playoffs. That was some of the better Kansas City Chiefs football play we've seen.
Narrative. Like, I don't know who the producer or the director of the show is, but I mean, the sound bites are incredible. And then they just got so much B-roll, and it's not even necessarily like highlight plays. It's emotion and flavor, if you want to call it that. Just a lot of great fillers. And the narrative, man, like good music bed, like the music is not distracting. It's great.
A while. They stroll into Baltimore with a whole bunch of momentum. I'm thinking to myself, am I really going to choose against the defending Super Bowl champions right now?
We all want to witness history. Folks, we're witnessing it.
We don't even think about losing, I'll be honest with you. Not for 1 second did I think, what happens if we lose this game, and what are we going to do, what are we going to have to do tomorrow? All you think about is advancing and who you got next, and you're always thinking ahead. And there's only one team that's happy at the end. It's the team that holds up that trophy.
Damn. Like the shots are crazy. Like, these guys are shooters.
Just said in this event, I don't like competing against you.
What is it about competing against him that you really like?
I don't like competing against him at all. I believe it's just two greats, up and coming greats, just going toe to toe. You know, like a heavyweight fight.
Lamar Jackson, what can he do? Winning this game, taking the Ravens back to the Super Bowl. Mr. Not quarterbacky enough, hoisting the Lombardi Trophy for Baltimore.
Hey, why don't you go work out with the wide receivers?
You know what I'm saying? How about that for spiking the football on all those folks? Legacy for Lamar.
It's challenging. The way he's able to just be a competitor and score the football, obviously, and then their entire team.
Like, you gotta have some real thought going into this. So many moving pieces to collect the like the footage from the opposing team, the sound bites from the opposing team. You're building their story too. Like whoever they're playing that week, you have to build their narrative too, so that you can have good versus bad, if you want to say that. But it's interesting because so we do it different. So our media is shot on like a small, they call it a web camera, where it's more like a news style, and this is more, they got different cinematic angles, a wide, like how they're framing them, just kind of like more interesting than a dead on shot. And we don't do that a whole lot because we play a lot more games than them in hockey, so it's kind of hard to do something just as similar as this. But as we get closer to playoffs, this is kind of where my head is going to be at as far as how to collect footage, how to build a narrative, how to tell a story. Anyway, yeah.
I mean, it's a tall task.
This league is a lot about the quarterbacks, right? We're fortunate that in this game we got two of the best ones in the league. Our goal and what we talk about all the time is let's just get the ball back to our quarterback.
Patrick Mahomes. Nobody's talking legacy for him because he's already got the legacy. He's already won 2 Super Bowls. He's already gotten now a 6th consecutive AFC Championship game appearance. He's already been to 3 Super Bowls. Yada, yada, yada. 28 years old. Okay?
The thing I like about their, like, if this is your first time watching their show, I've been watching, I don't watch all of the episodes, but I found out about their show last season, and it's carried over to this season. Every camera looks the same. Every shot matches. Even if it like looks like it came from another source, it seems to just match their look, which is interesting. How they're able to do that.
6 full years has started. 7 seasons since he's been drafted. Already has 13 playoff wins. If he wins and makes the Super Bowl, he will have as many playoff wins as Peyton Manning, John Elway, and Terry Bradshaw in their careers.
2 dynamic players that I'm sure for TV and everybody watching this would be pretty fun.
Like, look how they change scenes. It's crazy.
Has 13
So they come
playoff
out of
wins.
like a
If he
hectic,
wins and makes the
like,
Super Bowl, he will have as many playoff wins
chaotic
as Peyton Manning,
scene,
John
if you
Elway,
wanna
and
call it
Terry
that.
Bradshaw in their careers.
And then they
Pretty
transition
dynamic
out of the
players that I'm
music.
sure for TV and everybody watching this would be pretty fun.
Hit you with the sound first, and then they hit you with the static shots. And then they do these cool
From
movements.
day one when this season started,
Maybe like a Ronin or something like that.
we have seen who has been the best team.
Baltimore scored more points than any team in the National Football League this year, and they allowed the fewest points of any team in the National Football League. In terms of just raw data, this is the best offense and defense in the National Football League.
This team has no weaknesses. Defensively, you
They're
want to
shooting
run, we can stop the run.
They're mixing the narrative with the natural sounds of what's going on, which brings you more into the story.
Want to pass? We can stop the pass.
That defense is one of the best defense in the league. I think overall as a team, they're one of the best teams in the league. It's going to be tough.
Interesting.
It's a challenge.
Something different than new style wide shot, something a little bit tighter. Framed really nicely.
For it.
The narrative that is being pushed that Baltimore is way better, I don't think is a fair one.
This is what the Chiefs have been building towards and what they have been built for. You must have a defense with answers if you run into one of the other superheroes that plays quarterback in this league. I don't think the Chiefs need to score a lot of points in this game. This is a defense, field position, kicker's game.
I think we feed off the fact that no one believed in us at one point. Everyone counted us out. I know personally I feed off that. You know, I love when you count me out. I love when you underestimate my abilities. I'm going to show you otherwise on the field.
Another good transition.
How you doing? I was kind of placing a call for delivery. Yep. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah. Nah, that's all good though. They've got a powerhouse. Raven got a powerhouse. I think for the first time this season, you will see a complete, fully complete team. And I'm just, obviously, like I said, we in the process of moving, so trying to find me a house. But mentally, I've been smooth, just working on my faith a lot more. And then as far as my physical attributes, like, it's cool. It's just going through the process now.
And welcome Chiefs Kingdom to Lambeau Field, Green Bay, Wisconsin, Week 13 action.
Hey man, I got $35. Let's get this money, man. Fire around, have fun. Let's your brothers. Let's get this money. I know. Hey, service your three. 1, 2, 3.
To me, I was playing one of my best games.
Yeah, misdirection in the backfield, freezing the defense, and then Brian Cook comes up with the stop there.
I felt it happen before it happened.
Into the air on first down. He's going to swing it out to the check down. Nice.
And then they throw these, like, so this is cool because they're throwing these, like, so it's tough to get somebody to watch a full show and it just be about, so if we were to just do a whole episode on just the game, it's hard to keep a narrative going long enough on that one game without having sidebars. So this is cool to throw in this sidebar of a player that's injured, his impact on the team, and then to bring that back and kind of give you a break from the main story just to kind of add another element to the story. It's cool.
Space. Beautiful run to the 47-yard line.
And Cook is down, and the medical staff is sprinting from the Chiefs sideline all the way to the near side on the Packers sideline.
It hurt it obviously as far as like the physical part, but me is more the emotional part. sitting there and then like taking it in for a moment, I think that was a big part for me too. Time goes on, I try to just be more positive, keep my mind off of it, but knowing for me how personal this next season is going to be for me. It's not more of about anybody else, more about myself, just.
The cool thing about a piece like this, it seems like there's sound to go with everything, which is hard to do. Like, I'll edit a 3-minute video and I'm already tired of putting audio down for the first minute of it, and you have to keep that going. So every scene, you can tell they totally immerse you in that scene with the sound, which is crazy. It's hard to do that for 40 minutes.
Taking the time to prove to myself that I can do what I was born to do. I've been playing the game since I was 4 years old, so it's kind of, now I'm at the pinnacle of where I want to be.
Come on, man. Pick it up. They can't take that away.
Not really satisfied by no means, but it's more about proving to yourself that despite everything, like, it doesn't matter what you throw at me, I'm still going to rise. I think watching the injury, of how everybody was able to come together for a common thing, it gives me, gives me joy, honestly, to feel like it's of a purpose. It's, even if I have to be the one that has to go down, like, it still shows a bigger purpose for those around me. So it's not as bad, as dark as people may think, but it's definitely, for me, it's definitely emotional roller coaster though, at days. So it's nice. I have a lady, she's helped me out too, so it's good. So it's gonna be a heavyweight fight. As far as my interpretation, like what I look at the most is more just how my DB room going to adapt and going to be there for one another. Try to give them something to kind of keep them going. I know how it is, especially like for me, like it's just my only way of like feeling like I'm still included. I don't know if they actually see it or not, but it's there. They only need a little inspiration a little bit, so. Game day, fellas. Another opportunity to showcase our talents and why we are the best at what we do. Fly around and hit anything that moves. Press the man next to you and dominate your matchup. It's hunting season, brothers. Impose our will, time to be great. Goalpost to goalpost. Sideline to sideline for 4 quarters. Go hunt.
Where else would you rather be, baby? Woo! You gotta love this, baby. Yes, sir. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Turn me up, baby. Turn me up, baby. Turn me up, baby. Got everybody? I think we got everybody. Hey, how bad do you want it? It's a mentality when you step on that field. Everything you got, every single play, and we find a way to get a win. Playmakers on 3, 1, 2, 3. A lot of these guys were on that team that won the Super Bowl. We know that it just takes your best football at the right time. We have that mentality that we're going to play our best football heading into January, into February, and try to get another Super Bowl ring.
Take a second to appreciate this moment, man. This don't come every day. Whoa, hey, you gotta feel that, man.
You don't look too far ahead. You focus on what's in front of you. You don't think about whatever's the team of the next week or whatever is going to happen down the road, because you don't get to any of that if you don't handle business this week, right here, right now.
This is the last opportunity. It's just us. It's all we got is us. I got y'all. Hell my back, though. Yes, sir. Hell my. You know it. Hell my back. You know it. I need every one of y'all. We gonna ride, baby. We gonna ride for round. Hey, 7-3, 1, 2, 3, sir.
We have every guy that we need in this room. We have the talent. We have the culture.
It's a process on being great, man. Come on. It's a process on being great.
It doesn't feel like there's a mountain too high that we can't stay on top of.
You gotta dedicate yourself to this, man. Yes. You gotta dominate every play. And let's get this motherfucking dough in. And get the fuck out of here. Dogs on 3, 1, 2, 3, go.
Waiting is not something that I do well. Waiting is not easy for our culture. We want it, and we want it now. The now world is certainly part of the NFL universe.
It's always been about us. It's always been about us. Nobody else. Bring that to the man next to you.
In 2018, Lamar Jackson became the Ravens QB1, and Patrick Mahomes became the Chiefs QB1. The now of then was that Mahomes and Jackson would be dueling in every AFC Championship game for years to come. The reality is that in 2018, 19, 20, 21, and 22, Mahomes was there. Jackson was not. Until today. And finally, and I talk about the power of waiting all the time, the power of waiting in the AFC Championship game.
Build up is crazy. They got
Patrick Mahomes for the first time 6 years later.
I mean, the shots, the music, the pacing, and it's not all like super slow-mo. It's like real speed. You can see the motion blur. It looks very cinematic.
And they are battling for the Lamar Hunt Trophy.
I don't know how.
Good luck. Stay healthy out there, big dog.
Their
Good luck,
running
stay
shots
healthy out
are
there,
just
big
so clean.
Hey, good luck. Stay healthy out there, big dog.
Tails, you win the toss. Kansas City has won the toss, and Alexis took the further choice to the second half. Go!
And Baltimore will get it first to start the game.
Good luck, good luck, good luck, good luck, good luck. All right.
Now, honestly, the game is the most boring part of the show to me. Not boring, but like I enjoy the build-up and then what they do after.
I'm very impressed with the defensive guys. Their overall passion and hunger to know exactly what they're doing.
Baltimore will have the ball at its own 25-yard line.
Run!
It's a very cerebral group. And that helps when you're a multiple defense. We do a lot of different things.
He fakes a handoff. Now he's going to move to his right on a run. And he slides down. Gain just 2 yards. It's 3rd and long for the Ravens. 3rd and 7 to be specific, Danon, at their own 28.
It's just been beautiful to watch these guys kind of gel together and then put that product on the field.
Chiefs are going to blitz Jackson on 3rd down. He throws over the middle. It's incomplete. And the Ravens are 3 and out. Second and 6. Mahomes darts it left. Caught. It's Pacheco's got a first down. They're going to go a screen. Rice near side. Gets a block. 35.
Another quick hitting play for the Chiefs.
4th and 2. They're going for it.
Drifting right.
The angles everywhere.
Catch. That was Kelsey pulling it down for the first down on a 4th and 2.
I cannot believe this. This Raven defense, the first in 54 years to lead the league in scoring defense, takeaways, and sacks. Mahomes to throw against a 4-man rush. Fires it near side to Kelsey. Comes back to the ball. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes absolutely took duct tape and just wrapped the ball around the waist of Travis Kelsey.
That's the first time a tight end has scored on Kyle Hamilton.
Obviously, they get a lot of stuff from the league too.
Go all day, boy! All day, boy! He can't guard you!
But he's got a Chiefs jacket on. So maybe that is something.
Guard him, dog!
They just got cameras everywhere, obviously.
Guard him! He can't guard him! We're here! We're here! Beautiful catch, man! Straight up! Hell yeah! More! Got you, dog. Where'd he go, Kelsey?
you feel like you have to meet a certain level of accountability, so you challenge yourself to be ready for everything. You challenge yourself to be, you know, that much more accountable for the guy next to you, and it just is what it is. You either have that desire to win and want to be ready for your guys, or you don't.
More! Come on, let's go. More! Hey, that's only the beginning. That's only the beginning. That's only the jump. That's just the first punch.
Hey, attitude, no let up.
So if y'all got questions or comments about the show, leave them in the chat.
You know, I've covered Lamar Jackson his entire career, and there's just a different look about him in his eye, a different feel to Lamar Jackson around this football team. He's very locked in and has been since April. Talking about
So it's the same scene, but they
playing in the Super Bowl and winning.
Changed the music, changed the pacing
A fake handoff by Jackson
to make it feel like a different segment of the same.
Would-be defender. Now he throws it long for the end zone, and the pass is going to be caught. Touchdown, somersaulting into the end zone. Zay Flowers.
This is not the same Lamar Jackson we saw when he was a rookie, second year, and all that stuff. This guy is so scary right now. Like, it's not even fair.
Right.
If you're back there long enough, somebody's going to be open. He'll pick you apart.
That's away from Chenal, who's trying to get after him for a second time, but the ball is thrown to the end zone, and it's caught. Flowers with the touchdown. The Ravens strike right back from 30 yards out.
What's up, y'all? Appreciate you joining. The show's great, man. Just great shots. And then for them to come out, take you out of that to this, which is more calm and like just a different perspective of the game.
Oh, grab the ball, calm your nerves.
Crazy.
As long as they can keep him off a spot, we cover, keep tight coverage, we should be fine. We don't want him going north and south. We want him going either backwards or east and west. So, but contain will definitely be a big thing.
You can bet the adjustments are underway on the Chiefs.
No matter where they have their interviews, they all look
the defensive backs first. We're discussing how Zay Flowers deep. The safeties, we're discussing things. Everybody kind of got around, and I think the adjustments are underway. One of the best adjustment defenses we've seen in the NFL.
Like a lot of the shots, like I said before, aren't highlight plays.
Same mentality, same attitude.
It's little pieces that
all day, catching high
may not even be happening at the time of what's being narrated, but you can throw those in, sprinkle them in to kind of help tell the story.
Holmes, he'll scramble, 35, 40, 45.
Good hit, boy. Good hit, boy. Good hit.
Chiefs moving for the second time in as many drives against this #1 defense in the league. 3rd and 5 Chiefs. Mahomes keeping the feet alive. Now back to the near side. Now moves back to his right. He's going to scramble, and he throws it late, and it's caught by Kelsey. Diving at the 16 for a first down.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing.
Fires it at the last second, and Kelsey caught it.
If you're not entertained by that, you don't have a pulse.
I know you fast. I got it first, though. I know that. I know you gonna hawk me down, though.
Goal to go for the Chiefs. The football between the 2 and the 3. Hands on his knees is Pacheco. He'll get it again behind left guard. Triangle on, pushing, touchdown! Kansas City!
Yeah, hell, I mean, they probably got, I don't even want to guess. There's probably 10 different camera angles. Obviously, they're using TV camera angles, which are interesting. But somebody's shooting this from up in the stands.
16-play, 75-yard
so they probably got
drive. 9 minutes off the
600, 800 millimeter lens. Maybe even one of those TV lenses. Obviously, they're on the sideline. Somebody's on the sideline right here. And then they pull you out the same moment.
Will be very much so needed. Turnover downs, anything. I want a punt though. We gotta flip the field, all that stuff. We get an actual turnover here, that'd be good. That'd be big.
Jackson stepping up in the pocket, hit from behind, fumbled, recovered by Kansas City.
Yes, sir. A turnover will be very fantastic when we get there. Come on, man.
Spags defense responds.
Hey, great job. Great job. Series. Great job. Great job.
Hey, go. Ready for some pressure. Ready for some pressure, Tim.
When you talk about pressure in this game,
hey, ready for pressure. Hey, ready for pressure right here.
The pressure is on the Baltimore Ravens.
Like, that's just great use of sound.
Flag! Right in the face! Uppercut the shit out of me!
They are at home. They've been a #1 seed. They have a lot of pressure on them, and we have the experience on our side.
I feel you! I feel you! I feel you! I feel you!
It's a huge moment in everyone's lives here. The outcomes of these define legacies. I mean, just so many things. Super Bowls, you know, those are a big deal, Jim.
So 4th and 16, we're talking 52 yards for Butker.
Butker's kick is up, the spinning kick, and it is good! And Harrison Butker with a gigantic 52-yard field goal to lead 17-7.
Yeah! Yeah!
See, like, we don't have this kind of access
Great job!
until the playoffs.
We're good. Great job! Great job! Great job!
Where you can mic up a guy.
Mike 0 on! Mike 0 on!
3rd and 3 for Kansas City at their own 32, leading 17-7. Low snap, takes it at the right knee. Here comes pressure. Floating a pass left side. It's going to be broken up. So the Chiefs are a quick 3 and out on their initial drive of the 3rd quarter.
We're good. Yeah, no, they're trying to bring pressure. Yeah. Set.
Mahomes fakes a screen left, goes right. Pacheco, he is surrounded, will lose yardage at the 44, losing 5.
You have to learn how to deal with adversity in order to be great and continue to have success. You're going to have adversity, and how do you respond from it?
Right now, where we're at.
I can't tell. I'm trying to tell by looking in the eye here.
You have to learn how to deal with
I
adversity.
can't tell what light that is.
In order to be great.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's you can see that's either a grid or a China ball that you can see in the eye right here, and it's just light in the front, heavy, and it's falling off on the sides of the face here. And then this is not really. Let's see if they go to a wide.
Success, you're going to have adversity, and how do you respond from it?
Right now,
no, they don't. But that little light in the back is just making it the separation seem greater, giving it more depth.
When you have great high character people, it gets you through those times.
Mahomes to throw from his own end zone and launches it late and incomplete. He was pressured right away.
I think, you know, when you have a season of ups and downs, it causes you to reflect a little bit, to challenge yourself as a man. What am I made of? What do I want this team to be?
Hey, we're good. We're just gonna communicate. We're good. We all just gotta communicate together. We're good. We're right back on it.
At the end of the day, you have to fully assess, am I bringing 100% to this team? Am I making this organization better every day I step in this building?
3rd and 13 for the Chiefs at the 48 of the Ravens. Blitz right up the middle. They pick it up. The left side throw is low and incomplete for Gray. And the Chiefs with the football at the Raven 48 will be forced to punt.
This was a season where we had a couple
take
wins
you back
and a
down
couple
with
games
the music.
offensively that
So
we're
we
just
were
not
just
used
up.
to. So we got to be able
Fast-paced
to
music.
say,
Now
hey,
they
listen,
bring you
let's,
down,
let's pull together, let's stick together and see what
with
happens.
the more somber.
So this is where we lean on the defense. This is who's got us here.
Hey, let's go!
It's been tough to say with Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce and the great seasons that they've had, but our defense is the reason why we're in the AFC Championship. Defense is going to have to bring it home.
Hey,
Don't get cold. We got to come out with fire. We got to come out with some fire. We got to come out with some fire.
I have a video of a duck on a pond and how they're so calm, but underneath, you know, those feet are going. We're always going 100 miles an hour, but we got to make sure as a group that we're composed and we're like that duck on a pond. The bullets are going to be flying.
Let's go. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Bring that. Bring that.
But in the midst of it, if we can just rely on each other and be poised and calm, I think we function a lot better that way.
One of the nice parts about defense is it never changes. Our job is to go out there, tackle, block destruction, no first downs, no touchdowns. You're always able to go out there with that same firing mentality.
Yes, sir. Oh,
and their players are just giving good interviews.
Of this team.
Like, who's coaching the players up?
We believe we can win any single game.
I tell myself every time, just patience. You know, take a deep breath, relax, slow that heart rate down. You know that at any second your heart rate's about to spike when the ball snaps. So just go play your technique.
A lot of it is knowing how to phrase the question so that they give a good answer. No yes or no questions.
Get that out of here.
He's now going to throw it late on the near side. It's incomplete.
He got lucky. He got lucky. What's fast? They make them take the long, hard road.
Sings one right side. It's incomplete.
You already know that. You see it. You see it. You see it.
The throw is Lamar Jackson over the middle, caught by Zay Flowers, and lunges for the end zone. They're going to say the ball's out. They're going to say the ball is out in the end zone. The Chiefs think they have the ball in the end zone. No official has been given yet. They're going to say a touchback. The Chiefs recover the ball in the end zone. Kansas City has a touchback. Zay Flowers hit short of the end zone and fumbles the ball.
Snead.
It's out.
Who has played at the highest level this entire season, Jim.
3-8. That's what I'm talking about, boy. That's what I'm talking about, boy. That's what we need. That's what we need. Yeah. Hey, that's different, right?
Momentum, my man, momentum, dog. Come on, bro. That boy Snead.
Chiefs 17, Ravens 7. That was the halftime score.
They throw some little flavor in there. Is that
Jackson
snow?
throws deep middle for the end zone. Intercepted. Intercepted in the end zone. Intercepted by Deion Bush. Back-to-back turnovers in the end zone by the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
So obviously this is the end of the game here.
And Jackson makes a mistake throwing into the teeth of the Chiefs coverage. 3 Chiefs were back there.
What a way to accept your role. If you're Deion Bush, you come in and make a fourth quarter interception in the championship game.
Get the damn championship game, baby. What you said? You gonna be ready? You said you gonna be ready? Hey, look, you ain't been living right, boy. Love you, boy. Love you, boy.
Bring it in, man. Bring it in. Bring it in, fam. Glory. Hallelujah. You called that one. You called that one.
Let's talk to win the game, okay? 32-4. I wrote down what you guys had.
It's a 17-10 game. Kansas City with a 7-point lead at 2:34 to go in the game.
Great opportunity for the Chiefs to seal this game, Mitch, on offense. We've been in this position before.
And the Chiefs, who have struggled to move the ball in the second half, will be 2nd and 11 at their own 44. Pacheco gets it, gains just 2 yards.
Conventionally
They
here,
just got a running going the
believe
whole,
that you're
a
trying to
Ronin
run the
going
ball
the whole
again,
game.
maybe stretch the defense with a quick pass.
Give me the ball. Give me the ball. Yes.
I'm coming after Mahomes. My season's on the line. Cover 0, man-to-man, and see who wins.
In In the pocket, he's launching one long. Marquez Valdez-Scantling
That's
catches the ball at the Raven 30
crazy.
on his backside.
Yeah! 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 Yeah!
See, the emotions of a mic'd up, you can't get that. Like, a piece like this, you have to have the mic'd up.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling saving the best for last.
MVS has made some MVP plays. It looks like the Chiefs are going to be heading to Las Vegas. No timeouts left for the Ravens.
Yes! 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 That's what I'm talking about! Yeah! Yeah! Let's go! Let's go, baby!
All of the talk this week about the Ravens defense, and justifiably so. But the story of this game in the second half, the Chiefs defense.
Come on, great. Good job, baby. Love you too.
This game is over, and you can doubt the Chiefs. You can dislike the Chiefs. You can disrespect the Chiefs. You're going to have to deal with the Chiefs being the AFC champions for the 4th time in 5 seasons. The Chiefs have the Lamar Hunt Trophy, and they're taking it to Vegas for Super Bowl 58.
Let's go.
Yeah, you sure?
Yeah, I'll take a t-shirt, right? Why not? Especially one that says that, right? I'll take t-shirt. I'm not a big t-shirt wearer, but I'll wear that all the time, right?
Amazing season, amazing end of the season. This team came together in the postseason in such a great fashion.
That's what it's all about. Taking one game at a time. One game at a time. Not worried about the Super Bowl until you win the game in front of you. That's what it's about. Tell you I'm going to enjoy with you guys over here.
4 years ago, when you handed us our first Lamar Hunt trophy, I gave it to my mom, and the first thing she did was kiss it. That moment showed how much she loved my dad and how much she loved the Kansas City Chiefs. She would be so proud of Andy Reid, our coaching staff, and the entire team tonight. Chiefs Kingdom, we're going back to the Super Bowl.
I'm so proud of these guys right here. So proud of them. Most of all, though, Kansas City, we love you, man.
I knew going on the road we were going to be okay. We got a lot of dogs in that locker room.
And you just got the
Chiefs
beauties.
are still the Chiefs, and believe it. You got to fight for your right to
I know it's a hard year, and you guys play true. Finish this mother.
About it, huh,
Finish this
baby?
mother.
About it. God. I love this, man. Love you, big dog.
Love you.
Let's go. Hell yeah, dog.
Let's go.
In the away stadium, it's different for them. No, we got quiet. Different. Let's go win this. I know. We're going to get them back to back. We got to go back and get them back to back.
You know what we do.
Y'all see it, man. Y'all see, I know where we going, man. I know where we going, man. Anybody believe in us, man? It don't matter. Y'all know how we rockin', man. We got us. That's all we need.
How about that?
Come on, man.
How about it? How about it? How about that D? How about that D?
And it only getting better, baby. Yes, sir.
Hey, here we go. Coach talking. Everybody up.
Hey, in case you didn't know, we're going to the Super Bowl. baby. Yeah, that's right. And we're not finished. We still got one more. But in the meantime, we're enjoying this son of a gun right here.
Great job today. Like I've been saying, we ain't done yet. We ain't done yet. Hey, we ain't done yet. Chiefs on 3, 1, 2, 3.
We are witnessing maybe the most impressive run the Chiefs have been on. They took care of business in Buffalo and in the first half against Baltimore.
It's a different world, man. You have to kind of have a different mindset, more of a villain mindset, really. That was what we channeled every single time that we played in the playoffs. To go into their stadium and find ways to win. That was a whole different feeling, and you could definitely appreciate it a little differently.
They look like the champs again. And Mahomes, you want to talk about legacy? He's setting the standard for legacy.
It was honestly fun. I mean, it was hostile environments, 2 great stadiums, 2 great fan bases. But you could see that we all came together and said, we're going to do this together. We're going to win these games. We're going to keep moving on and advancing. And it was cool to see Chiefs Kingdom out there too, and them supporting us no matter where we're playing at.
It doesn't matter where you win it, it's special. You know, to have the family there, and, you know, my wife and family were there, that was special.
When you do this, going back-to-back Super Bowls, and you go to 4 and 5 years, even 3 and 4 years, you could be considered dynastic. But when you do it like this, when you struggle, and everybody thinks you're about to get got, and you go on the road, and you knock off the 2 seed and then the 1 seed, this is a dynasty.
That Super Bowl one's gonna be crazy. Ooh, boy. Okay. Excuse me. What's going on here? I like to do is, some people do it differently. When I used to freelance on my own, can y'all hear me? Make sure y'all can see my mic. Okay. I like to set my projects up like this. I do bins. Some people like to look at their stuff like this. I hate this for some reason. I don't know why. I'd rather have. And that's kind of a late lag. I don't know if I like that. I do my bins like this. I'll just do a footage folder and then put the type of camera that I use into the folder. But anyway, divide it up by camera, different bins, and then I do my sequences folder, do a music or sound folder, and then my other folder is like other assets that I might use or not use or whatever the case. But I like to have a select sequence, which is just basically pulling the best of the best out of here. I like to do it in order so that I can basically just put it where it needs to go. And weddings aren't hard to do as far as editing. They're just long and they take time to like find the best shots. My weddings aren't super effects heavy, just good shots. It's basically a string out of the day. That's how I treat my edits. You're more than welcome to do it how you want, but mine is more of like a long highlight reel of the whole day of the best shots. If I have somebody mic'd up, I'll throw that underneath. If not, I just do music. And usually my weddings are I usually do about 10 minutes at the minimum as far as how long they are, 10 minutes long. And I like the color code. So let's start with this first shot here. Am I in focus or no? It's okay. Audio too. What can I close? I can close this. I might close DaVinci for right now too. And I'm gonna close that because I don't need that. And honestly, let's quit that too. Okay. So now we got a little bit more. So these are just some nice scenic shots that you can just sprinkle in throughout. And this is gonna be a little bit later. This is gonna be like way out here probably. These are gonna be do everything that happens at the church. Let's label that Rose? Yeah. Okay. So here is the start of the day. Let's just get a little bit of this. The audio. I do a mix of doc style and like slow motion. So a lot of my stuff will have a natural handheld look to it, which I like. Let me break it down like 24 carats. Throwing some slow motion. Head to toe, so player. Got some laughs in there. Beautiful. I wonder if I just go up just a little bit, because this is a new computer, so it should be burning through this footage. I feel like I didn't even get a good shot. This is the shot that I wanted that I couldn't really get. Why don't you go downstairs, man? Let me break it down like 21. I don't really like this shot, but maybe it can fit somewhere. Dang, I didn't even get that in focus. I play? I need to look that up. Can I play music during my YouTube stream? Don't use copyrighted music or any other content without permission, hence avoid copyright infringement on YouTube live streams. You should only use content that you have created yourself. Can you play? Oh, that sucks. I might gotta, let's see if I got something from that. $24 karat. Well, obviously we can't do music. How do people do that then? What y'all trying to do? What you trying to do? Head to toe, so play ya. Let me bring it down. There you go. This wedding was hard because everybody was kind of far away from each other, if we being honest. I have a little snow out there, so I'm gonna put all this first. Downstream. Let's see, what else do we do here? So play. Again, I may or may not use these, but it's just for flavor.
I said, let's get a crochet hook, and my seamstress was like, don't use a crochet hook, you'll rip the buttons. And I was like,
No, you won't. That's open for interpretation. That's open for interpretation.
Tell me why.
I just feel bad for them.
No, because
you're
going like,
yeah,
you're going like.
Excuse-moi. Okay. Something smells good. it's 3? Dang. Hold on. Let's see what the weather doing. No, it's only going down from here.
Bunch of perfume. Alright, I am ready when you are, my love.
bring that in after. Smooth this down.
Use those little kid terms. It's a vape pen. You don't say strap. You fucking idiot. Maybe I would create my own fun. Did you ever think about that? Maybe he's got a Glock in the pocket too. Maybe.
They got a little crazy here. I don't know if I want to play these on live.
So, you know, it's a long day. You know, you're on the boat. I think we were on the boat all day. Were we on the boat all day?
So it got a little dark in these rooms, and that's where if you have a bigger thing going on, you can bring lights and other shit. But when I'm more of a run and gun style, so you do what you can. We did change after we found a better room. We did make him move to a different room, better light. Honestly, I don't like these shots all that much. We're just gonna pull them just in case. That's not bad. So here's we brought him to this other room. It's a little bit more. There's a window over here. We got the light coming in this way. So it looks a lot better. mother in there, and then we got dad in here. So this is okay. So we got all of that. Now this is gonna come back. Let's go back here. We got him. I misfocus bad. That's pretty bad. It's not great. Bro, I could just not. I was not grabbing focus. I definitely missed this angle too. I tried to set my camera up on the Ronin. I didn't have my tripod out. And I tried to guess where they were going to stand at, and I thought they would be a little further away. And then they weren't. So this is still interesting, right? You're kind of like, what's going on? But now we get to the not church yet. No.